You can be a dog too. How is that aggression? I'm not a big lover of drones, but that's something completely different. Yeah, I like to get some of the words under the belt because it actually makes that you get more red words when they talk to you, and sometimes you actually need not to misunderstand what they're saying. I'm just I like that part also where they sometimes give you something and oh, that's nice. I can use that. Can't remember what I have here. Belongs there. So I got the highest level of these milestones for 150 words. There are 2,500 plus words in the game, so that is actually a little bit it's a little bit easy to get to that point, I would say. But I will say that not everything is as balanced as it should be. Certain things is way too easy and certain things are rather hard. So I need to see what these planets actually show. Provided, so that is toxic. That one is cold in some degree. Frostbound. So let's make a little bit of a funny experiment. What can I find? Oh, an abandoned building, and it's there. Let's go there. An abandoned building at the North Pole. What have they done to Santa? So I've been picking up a lot of missions with just crappy rewards, but I'm trying to build up some standing with the different guilds. So all this mission is to kill animals, and I honestly can't get myself to run around do that. Well, I think we leave that hanging there because I actually try to be nice to everyone, so if there's someone I'm not nice to, then it's because they have been absolutely horrible with me. So and I will have to see what my kids give me for Christmas to find out if Santa thinks I have been nice. So I would say there is always something inside abandoned buildings. Might not be much, but there is always something. At least there's some boxes and there is a terminal, and when you check that, there is always nanites from it, so can only recommend to take what you can. One, two, three. So I actually already have 3, but that is too good to not check out. 7, 6. I actually don't like when they only have 2. So, bing. And yes, I dismantle them because then I get free wiring looms, and it's better than put them back for 16 or 19 nanites, how much it is. I did not know I could do that. Well, how far into the game are you? Because the factory override unit makes you unlock the terminal in a factory, and that means you can get something out of it. It's normally multi-tool blueprints or modules. So if you have gotten everything, and well, you can always use what you get one way or another, but I would say factories is always infested with the sentinels, so you need to have your guns out. Well, of course you can do as I do. I go in with guns blazing and then quickly do the terminal. The only thing I will say, don't choose a planet with aggressive sentinels, because they can be a little bit tricky because they come in higher numbers now. Don't run, then you will only die tired. So how many of them did I get done? That one is still, so the 15 is still hanging. Or only one of them? Oh, I hated these since I started playing. So I should have done them all. So that's the good way of going. Do a lot of missions. Yeah. Don't be stupid. So well, yeah, no. I must admit, I feel that after a certain amount of time, these things you can get is not as good later in game than they are in the beginning. But I mean, if you want to smash some sentinels, then it's a good opportunity, because you always know they're there, so you can actually control it. Okay. I did not remember that part, but can't remember if it's level 2 or 3 you start getting gifts. Ah, it's a level 2. Good. Might not be much, but every little helps. So, what did I get for that? Oh dear, I have a lot of crap. Up. Let's get some of this away. I'm going to stand here a couple of minutes because I need to take a very short bathroom break. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, so it will be quick. Just stay with me. Oh, sorry for that. I'm back with you again. I think the problem is I'm sitting drinking a lot of coffee, but and sometimes it needs to get out again. So that's how it is. What do we have here? C-class hauler, C hauler, S-class fighter. So if anyone is interested, we take a look at it. Not that I know of, but there might have been added a couple of things to it. I think they did that. So if you've been away and there's an update come in, then it might actually try to pull you into it again. So there's a little S-class fighter, a lot of slots, 57.5 million yellow. So I will put the glyphs on, so if anyone is interested, then you can use it and go to the space station in this system. They are down in the left hand corner right now, and if you should miss it, I also cut them out and put them on YouTube, so the link for my YouTube channel is on Twitch as well, so on my channel page. So if you should miss it, then they will be there. So, and we are in the Uriah Solene system on the space station. So if you have a lot of coins and want a fighter, go and camp out for it. So I have a lot of crap in my bags right now. However, I have one thing to do more. So, but these are normally put in my starship. Oh yeah, I got a couple of slots, so that is actually what I will put on. Thank you, and sleep well, and feel free to come back and chit chat if you like. I stream from Sunday to Thursday, 8 o'clock UK time. That, and then I got one over here for the the multi-tool. That is actually good as well. So 3 slots is always good. So important thing is to get slots as well. So I am a lot at anomaly at the moment, more than I normally would do, and that is simply to get the slots for my exosuit, because that actually makes a lot of things better, as you can carry more around with you. You can better fill out the technology, and that is one of the first things to actually survive. That is that you have all these things that works. Just remember, when you start a new save, a new game, or when you started a new game, the first half an hour's time until you got a little bit of protection and started upgrading your exosuit, that was the roughest time you have experienced in the game, until you start fighting with things like sentinels. So making sure you actually he is so critical. He is difficult to get anything out of. It is not. Oh, where am I going? Actually, take them up here. Because it's for technologies, which is the important thing at the moment. But what I quickly will do, I will actually quickly go to the freighter and empty out. This one called, this is Urazoline. Ooh. Sometimes the names in this game is like a alcohol test. Can you pronounce it? Or do you need some alcohol before you can? So I technically don't need to go off there, but so. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm here. Oh, shit. Well, I don't have any more space, but least go to red systems. So, and I need to do that because I need cadmium for this. I have a little bit in stock, so I can actually build it, but so we can get to that part of it, but I just chuck things aside right now, so there, so I can actually put something on that. Good. Was there anything else I needed to do? Not right now, actually. So go back where we were and continue from there. I can't go back to the anomaly. You can't teleport in. Go to the next atlas and get the next one. How are we with? We are not good with that, so I need to think about making some more of them. So he was there. So it's all about getting things done right, because that's how you actually prepare yourself for further on. It is all about making yourself as strong as you can. I almost said as fast as you can, but that's not necessarily correct, because sometimes you need to take the steps as they come. I will say, when you play on normal difficulty, if you should die, it normally only hurt your feelings. You should be able to retrieve all your stuff. However, when you play on survival mode, you might lose stuff. Well, you will lose stuff, because if you die on foot, you lose everything you have on your character. If you die on the ship, you lose what you have on the ship, but you still get the ship back, and you come back and alive. This is I need emerald now. Now it starts getting critical. Well, not critical. This is permadeath. If you die, you lose everything, including your save game. So, dead here is game over. And that makes me feel very cautious with certain things. I rather want to run than die. That is for sure. I rather want to go down in a hole in the ground until the storm goes over or whatever is chasing me is gone. But my main problem is I am sometimes a little bit impatient. I'm sometimes a little bit stupid, to be honest. And that can cost me my life. But that's the things I have to kind of try to avoid. Yeah, I'm trying to get words for the Atlas. And you do that by running over these light thingies, and some of them has a word in them, not all. And there's, as far as I found out, no pattern to which ones hold and which one doesn't. That didn't have a word. Okay, fine. Yeah, that was not smart, was it? At least I can use the stairs now. So, if you're wondering why I'm doing this, I really don't want to tell you because that would be spoilers. And I actually don't want to give spoilers where it's not necessary. I do think it's important that you all play and learn the things by doing the missions. I mean, it is it is put into the game for a reason, and it is to guide you into actually get the feeling of the game. And after you've done the missions, as they run out, you actually can spread out and do all the stuff as you want yourself, what you see fit. Whether that is building bases, farming resources, shooting down freighters, being pirate, you have all options. So you can have 3 of each, and as you have all 3 of them, you are protected longer time when you are on planets. So I do recommend filling those kind of things up, because it keeps you alive longer. You don't really want to be on a planet with bad environment and being halfway killed by that, and then something comes up and attack you, and then, well, dead. So, you might have noticed I buy the scanner modules, but I know that I am not as high as I could be. 777, 678, 678. That one I actually don't know what it is, because it's 679, so 777, 21 altogether, 21, 22, almost 22, 23, so the new one was not very good. And yes, I dismantle them to get the free stuff. Got another scanner module. I'm a little bit confused here, because Korvax always have plants around with where you can farm carbon from, and then suddenly I couldn't see them. And yes, I get very quickly confused. I'm so happy when I can sell something I want to sell. And that's the thing, I don't sell just to get quick money. That is not how I play. It's always, I try to get most out of things, and of course then that means that I try to sell it for a profit every time. It's been very good. I'm still alive. But it's progressing nice, and I'm actually improving my character quite good as well. So very positive. How are you doing? Yeah, it's important in all levels to be alive, I would say. In the game and in the real world, that is a plus. So, yeah, I would say the only thing we have been around today is a little bit about the history of No Man's Sky, because I had a viewer in that had been playing quite a long time and then been away and had come back. We talked about the horrible glitches there was in the beginning and weird things which happened, but luckily most of those things has actually been fixed. There is still the weird thing here and there happening, but I mean, that is just what it is, but I will say that there's very few games which is 100% smooth when they launch, so yeah, I feel that. I really feel that it has actually. They have done amazing, and they have actually evolved the game, and they have done it for free, because all the updates is free. They could have sold them as DLCs. No, they have just added them as they come. And I often been asked if I think it would be a good investment to buy No Man's Sky, and I mean, I always had, and the earlier viewer I was talking to, he was on kind of the same page, that the value, the price you pay for a game, that has to have some value in you want to spend a certain amount of hours from that price you pay. And I have very often had the thought that if you compare with going to the cinema and watching a movie, you pay a price for that. It might be $10, pounds, whatever currency you are using, and that price represents roughly an hour and a half entertainment. When you buy a computer game, if you pay £60, $80, $100, whatever it is, it has to provide that amount of entertainment which you pay for, and you put a value on that yourself. And I mean, if I was to pay a lot of money for a game and it was not providing, yeah, but unfortunately some games, because I played World of Warcraft for many years, and many things became like a chore, and that made me kind of going off the game, and because I didn't want to work for 8 hours and then come home and sit and play for 8 hours to do my chores in a game. And that was the problem, because you ended up in an end game which was actually not very interesting. So and plus you paid for the game, you paid for subscription to actually play, and I ended up in the situation that it didn't give me any entertainment which I found was funny. I don't find grinding funny. And I do know you can argue and say, hey, wait, you go around to planets and grind stuff. Yeah, I do. No doubt about that. But I don't have to do it. I do it because I want to do it. And I feel there's a big difference. Because the other version, where it's the only thing you can do if you want to stay competitive and all that, and that's I don't find that funny. I'm sorry. if I have to do the same things every day for 4, 5, 6 hours to stay in the game on level with others for no reason, then I don't feel it's worth it. I'm not ready for this. No, I'm not. I'm not ready for this. Where's my ship? I will say I do understand why games sometimes becomes expensive, and don't get me wrong, if a game is good and it's well made and all that, then I think it's fine. It's expensive. But it has to provide good entertainment on a good level. I don't know why I'm doing this. I actually don't need copper, but I must be suicidal. Oh, I have to grind it so I can yeah, I don't actually know why I'm doing this. That's not true. I do know why I'm doing it. The thing is, No Man's Sky, you need a lot of chromatic metal, and that goes on quite a while. And when you pass, if you pass those points where you are actually done with it, yeah, it's fine, but to be honest, for me, who actually tend to find and repair a lot of ships, then you need even more. So I was a little bit naive. I thought I could just land on the planet and then find a sentinel ship and sort that out. But that's it. I might be able to find one, but it's a little bit tricky. But on the other hand, I will say that I will go down that route and take a sentinel ship at some point. Oh, that's a good one. It's actually better than that one. Okay. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, 4, 8, 2. Actually, almost 7, 7, 8, 2. I actually think this is the worst one of them. It is now. And I heard that stopped, so let's get something run through so we can get some nanites out of it, eventually at least. Next one is that one. I need emerald. Oh, there, emerald. So I actually have to start preparing for things I can't at the moment. Bah. Bah. This is me trying to think. Maybe I shouldn't do that. So I land and then I take off again instead of doing what I should do. That was actually stupid. Not being stupid. Say 400,000 is way better. So it's always on the scanning of animals, you get the big box. That's where it's really good when you can have your scanner maximized, because then you can potentially on some planets return to what? What? I am very confused right now because that was not even on the cards. So I'm actually where was it? I saw something. Don't hit the trees. Saw something.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Oh, it's a rubbish. Oh, no. Back in the ship. Something marked. Where is it? So I've done 2 missions without doing anything. That is very weird. Bit. I don't know if I should go for that or I should try to. Yeah, as long as those bubbles are there, it's actually not very good. Well, it wouldn't be very good for me.
Clearing.
Oh, that's nice.
Hostile scan detected.
Yeah.
Warning. Threat detected. Hostile ship Ships approaching.
How many are there?
Hostile ships defeated.
Okay. I'm still confused about that. Still confused about that mission. I took 2 missions because I normally collect them in quite a numbers, so they kind of count up, and I can do 4, 5, 6 at the same go. And I just landed on the planet, went out, and done. Can we do that with all missions from now on? Then I will be happy. That is really weird. That is very weird. But to be honest, I take it, and yeah. Getting another slot on my multi-tool is not a bad thing. That I'm quite happy about. Of course, getting to a point where I can put anything on I want, it's not a bad thing. So I still need the anomaly in this system, so that is going to be next up. So, if you don't know, the anomaly is kind of a hub where you can buy a lot of things for nanites. It's also where you can meet other players, and but you need to have the proper things enabled. I don't have that because I rather not interferes with other players, and that's only because I'm streaming. When I play normally, I actually do have, so players can interact with me. And yeah, I am actually on my own. I'm playing under the same name, so if you find me, see me, feel free to come and say hi. It is absolutely fine. So, stop flashing. I did have some of these, so is there anything I would like to buy? The thing is, a lot of things I get for free from the guys in my base. So what I've started is actually getting into the stone buildings, because I do like to build in stone. I never got the roof, so now I can actually build a stone house because I have walls, I have a floor panel, I can make a door and a window. So at least I can start that up. That one is actually nice looking. So the first base I've made is made fully in wood. And when I make the next one at some point, and that is out in the future, providing that I survive long enough, because if I don't, then that is then not necessary, but if I survive long enough, then the next one will be stone, and that will kind of be the future of my bases, because I don't like the steel alloy one. I feel they are looking a little bit too futuristic for my taste. I'm an old fart, so it is a lot in the direction that I like things which look a little bit rustic, or whatever you want to call it. So, what now? Where am I going?
Orbital station coordinates received.
Yeah, I can't use that at the moment, so that has to wait. I don't have I need emerald, and I can't. And that was actually what I should have done in the anomaly. That was kind of stupid. So do I actually have the nanites? Yeah, I do. So back again. When you're stupid, well, what you don't have in your brain, you have to have in your feet. Luckily, the only thing I loses here is fuel, so which is bad enough, but let's not go down that route. So I have two problems because I don't have any space on my ship for a slot on my ship, so there. And I don't get any missions up with don't get any missions up with slots for the ship. That is a little bit annoying. I'm not mistaken, I already have that. But I would say it was because it was on the ship already when I got it. So I kind of have to find missions that gives slots for ships, so that is going to be rough, but well, I can spend the time also making money. So I have 50%. Okay. 3, 2. These off. I kind of have to keep doing the refining because otherwise I'll be stuck with that when I kind of end the so it's over there. This is one of those where I am not overly happy because they don't have any space station or anything, so you are really on your own. So this can be one of those situations where something is jumping you. But aggressive sentinels, no thank you. Desolate, cadmium rusted. It looks cold. Is it? Definitely looks like it is cold. Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that, and have fun with your. Well, I know you have animals, so I hope that is all going well. Yeah, my dog is waiting for me to stop streaming so we can go out and play ball in the garden. And bear in mind, I stop streaming when it's 1 o'clock UK time, so it's pitch black out there, but she likes it. That is having a border collie. She absolutely loves to play ball. Actually not what I need, so again I'm picking up resources that I don't need. However, salt is good to transform into other things, so or refine into other things, and it's a good one to make some money if it's crunch time. So sometimes it's actually just okay to get something. What is the? Oh, they are unwavering. Okay, I need to go over there afterwards. So, grabbing more things. I love metal fingers because they always give me loads of uranium and okay deposits of gold. The only thing is I have to be aware of the sentinels, because if they start investigating me I have to stop what I'm doing. But that said, I need the cadmium that is a little bit away from here, so I could just go and take that and come back if they come. So when you see that there is something with the 3 stars on a gold background, it's always worth investigating. It normally holds something which is good. Whether it is metal fingers like here, it can be floating crystals, it can be curious deposits, which is runaway mold, which you refine into loads of nanites. My record is over 4,000 nanites in one deposit, so it's definitely something which is worth spending a little bit time on. There is the... Ha! That was good. So cadmium is for red star systems, what copper is for yellow. It is the dominant, it's one of the 4 resources which turns into chromatic metal. And that's one of those things which is actually quite good. And no, I can't make cadmium batteries. That's not in the game. That would be quite interesting if you could. It's one thing which I do on normal, which is a bad thing to do in survival and permadeath, because when you hit the ground, it hurts, and if you do it too many times, it hurts a lot, and you can actually kill yourself if you're not careful. So, just saying. So now I at least think I get the cadmium to build the hyperdrive to get to emerald systems, but I don't have space for it. So what do I do to improve that? There is a couple of options. So my life support is down.
Technology recharge.
That's why you have oxygen on yourself. Or other things which can fill it up. It's the wrong one I pressed there, but so I have this one I don't actually use, so take that off, store, and then I need wiring loom. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So if I can go to somewhere with a space station, then that would actually be helpful. That was not the one I wanted. So it wanted me to go there. Is there anything nearby? That one is a normal system, so let's go there. Normal system should have a space station. And there's a battle going on. It's one of those. Oh shit. I am not very good at this. I didn't have enough damage output there. Oh, blasted. Well, I survived at least. That's that was the good news. Bad news was that I didn't actually save the civilian fleet. Problem is, at the moment, my damage output is not very high compared, so I need to improve that. I need to get slots and stuff like that on my ship. That's a reality that kind of hits us all. Putting anything on right now. That's not my main purpose right now. Oh well. I don't know with the pirate freighters. I actually haven't tried playing that on normal. On my normal save I have a full platoon, and they sometimes annoy me a lot. I haven't gotten to actually get some here, so but I will say in general they do help, but they also, when you learn how to fight yourself, they sometimes get in your way. But they are in general help when you're fighting, so but it seems like they never take any damage anyway. It's only yourself. So I must admit, sometimes they annoy the hell out of me, but it is. But I don't know how they react with the pirate. That might actually be a help. I'm not entirely sure, but it's actually a good point. So maybe I should spend some nanites on getting my platoon started. That's actually not a bad call. I'm relatively short into this save, so I have not really gotten everything yet, so, and I must admit that was not something I entirely thought of, so yeah. No, that's definitely a good call. Because you would expect they do some damage, and that actually gives some better damage output than. Yeah, no, you have no control over them, and that's one of the annoying things, because if you know a little bit about fighter strategy, for instance, in the Air Forces all over the world, they fly in very definite patterns. These fly a little bit like it's a box they flying, or a diamond shape, and that means you pretty much always one of them will go in front of you and kind of protect the enemy, if it's dogfight at least, and that is very annoying. But for other things, it might actually be helpful. Yeah, that's correct.
Units received.
I don't know if it's only me, but I have been swearing sometimes over them, because they actually prevented me from killing a mob, and that could have been critical if the mobs has been stronger, but luckily it's most of the time gone well. But the thing is, you don't like shooting your own either. And that very often ends in situations where you actually hit your own platoon, and that's a waste of. Luckily, you don't pay for the bullets, but if you did, I would be even more annoyed. I would say feel free to ask if there's something you would like to know, because it is sometimes you're sitting watching and thinking, why is he doing that? And that, of course, is that's always a good question, isn't it? Why are you doing that? Now you're gonna ask, why am I doing this? Even worse, why am I not having any? Okay. What am I missing? Condensed carbon. So annoying, you need to have materials to actually do things. But no, I mean, it's it's technically not difficult to fight with your starships, because all you have to make sure is you can keep topping your shield up, then you should always win them. Problem is when you run out with things to top up with, and that can happen. Then you need to have an exit plan. So, anything else I need to... A lot of weird things in weird places here. So. Thank you for following. And welcome to.
Technology recharge.
Hi, how are you? I need. I need to find some emerald, which is not difficult now. That's yellow. Find a green star. That one looked green. And that's like the other one. I might run into a trap here where I'm getting jumped by, because it's systems without any. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I actually, it pleases me if people like it. I'm a very old in gaming terms, because I have actually been playing computer games for many years, and now I have the time to actually do this instead of thinking of any other thing. So it really pleases me if people like it, and I'm a little bit almost humbled by that. I can give a little bit back to others. And whether it's entertainment when I die, or when I'm stupid, or when I help people, that's equally good. Oh, there's bad weather here. Bad weather is not necessarily a bad thing, but what on earth is that? That is sodium. Bad weather makes visibility quite bad, so it's difficult actually to see. I have a couple of the old school, the old gang, as we used to say, and there's quite a number of people who has been around for a very long time, and that is it's actually nice, and I personally think it's nice that there is a little bit of space where we can kind of be ourselves and have a fun time. And it doesn't always have to be sitting talking about the game, but I know some of the younger viewers I have, they actually love when we start sitting talking about old days and building computers from scratch ourselves, because you couldn't raise money to actually buy a computer because they were so immensely expensive. At least that was reality for me. So people think sometimes we are lying when we tell them that a 5 megabyte hard drive costed around 300 British pounds when I started computing, and that was a lot of money that time.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Well, yeah. But certain things never change. A good computer game is always good. So you say you don't play No Man's Sky. What do you play then? If I may ask. All the things I don't need, but a lot of weird animals. And that is one of the things which is kind of interesting in this, because animal life is somewhat random generated, and it's sometimes funny. Yeah, that's a couple of days ago then. I started, well, I don't even remember what the first computer we built was. I was not the driving. I never really got into Ark. I have played Conan a couple of times. 72D, I don't know what that is. No, I like survival games as well. No. Oh god, more bad weather. I think this is an extreme planet. Yeah, I could imagine it looks amazing though. Oh, this is not entirely good. "7 days to die." Oh, I actually think that was none of my viewers talked about that. Okay, that might be worth looking at. Well, I'm not trying to sell the game or anything because I firmly believe people should make up their mind themselves. However, this is a game where you can play 5 minutes or you can play 5 hours. It will still be interesting because you can choose which part you want and you can do it as you feel fit. For a new player, the first half hour is probably the worst you encounter because learning to survive where you are pretty much thrown out in it. You get some tutorial help in the beginning and it's a good thing to pay attention to it. But I would say if you are looking to buy the game, it always comes down in price when just before new updates comes out. And you can risk this in this as well, especially if you get obsessed with something. Meaning that you want to do something and you keep pushing for that. But on the other hand, there is always the most basic thing is actually the exploration, and you land at a planet and scan everything, earning money that way, by the way, and it's and you can be amazed about things as well. See, now we don't have a storm, so I'll try to fly over the landscape. And you can actually fly all the way around the planet and stuff like that. I have on Sundays been playing Starfield because it's a brand new game came out, and that is actually lacking one thing that No Man's Sky has, because you cannot fly over the planets. You can only land on them, and then you can walk them. That is a lot of... Oh, perfect. Fuck. Well, sometimes you have to use things you have at hand. I cannot deal with five pirates like that. Actually, yeah, probably I could, but they caught me a little bit by surprise there. Well, I would say one thing I miss a little bit here, which is in Starfield, is the RPG part where you interact with a lot of characters around. That part I would love if was here, but I prefer No Man's Sky game-wise. Even though Starfield has a great line of stories, but I feel it turns very limited very quickly. Plus, it has some very annoying load screens constantly. Yeah, it does. You can choose where you land, but you can fly up and down and not do the part where you can. I mean, it would be great if you could fly over the landscape and see is there any buildings or something I can explore, but no. But you can do it on foot. I've spent many hours on foot in Starfield looking for things. So I need to actually I should have done that before I left the ship. Oh, I need more emerald. Ah, damn. Okay. And we need to go down to the planet again. Okay. Now I will say this game is pretty much a game of Sod's Law, or Murphy's Law if you want, because it's very, very good at what you need is not what you find. And the worst part is it's not doing it on purpose. It's just how it sometimes is.
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
Blasted. I do not want that. The worst part is I can't find what I'm looking for. Bad weather and not what I'm looking for. That is not good. So best thing is find another place. I would say Starfield is very, very well made, and you can see that it's a big company which has a lot of means to do it right, but there is things they haven't gotten right, and that's. I must admit, I'm glad I haven't paid £60. British pounds for it. I played on Xbox Game Pass, and that actually pleases me. I haven't paid big dollars for it, big bucks for it. Yeah, that was not the smartest.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh yeah, no, that's not good. I need to. Now I always think that you can do so much right, but it only takes a few wrongs, then it tips the balance. This is one of the things I find amazing with No Man's Sky here, that when I hear how people play, and the community is so much in agreement that there is no right or wrong. It's your game, and that's the bottom line for everything in it. And I know you can go on YouTube and find videos, and people say, "Oh, you're playing wrong." They should be silent and keep their opinions for themselves. I've learned one thing: there's easy ways and there's hard ways. However, if you know it works and it's more difficult than how I do it, it's not a problem. You do it like you feel is right for you. And the thing is, what I've heard from players, it goes from some has only visited a few planets and has built themselves a base and are sitting on the porch of their base looking out over the landscape because they are so amazed about that. And that's the beauty. You can do that if you want to. It's your game. Others has been jumping from galaxy to galaxy. There is 256 of them, so there's a lot to dig into. And you would never be able to visit all planets in the game. Exactly. It's down to what you find is what you want to do, and I mean, yeah. And if a game is not fun, then I would not play it. I wouldn't. And that's the beauty of have the opportunity to actually take a test of a game and find out if it's good or bad. So I have two things I want to do here. First of all, there was crystals there I want to see if I can get.
Units received. Thermal protection falling.
That I need to do something about. Oh. Can I make some more? I could. Good.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
So you have to protect yourself. That's not unrealistic. It's all about putting the proper clothes on. This is kind of a lottery I'm doing. I mean, I've been playing since...
Technology recharge.
Well, I've been playing for 6 years or something like that, on and off. And I still get amazed for some of the things when they pop up. There's sometimes you see animals that you're thinking, how on earth have they put that in? You land on a planet and you hear the title song from Jurassic Park. You know, it's and sometimes you see animals and you think, what were they thinking when they designed them? But all the landscapes, you will find planets which is mountains, and you can hardly land your ships on it, and others is flat like a pancake. So yeah. The only thing I feel is a little bit of a shame that they haven't done more humanoids in the game. And I kind of know why, because and you see that in many space games, it would complicate things too much. So I just got a lot of valuable things. I just don't even know what it is until I kind of unwrap them, but and you can even make pets out of the animals if you feed them. I had a viewer. He told me his girlfriend, I think it was very upset he played computer games. And I said to him that he should show her that you could find cute animals and make them into pets. And then after a couple of weeks he came on and said that was a bad advice, because now he could not play without her sitting and demanding to get all these pets. And that was not what he wanted. But I mean, it's it got so many options and so many parts you can take. If you like to build bases and stuff like that, there is so many options to do that, and oh dear, this is not good. It's not what I want. I hate when it do that. Sometimes the resources is actually not there, and it's on purpose. It's done like that. It's not a glitch or anything, but it's to show that, yeah, if I dig long enough, I might find very little of it, and it reflects reality, and that's probably true, but it's annoying nonetheless. But you always have certain things you need to take care of. Your health is of course the most important thing. But when you play on normal level, if you die, you respawn, and everything is kind of fine. You don't really lose anything. If you play at higher difficulties, it changes quite dramatically. From normal it goes to survival mode, and if you die there, you lose what you have on you. Whether if you die on foot like I am now, you lose whatever you are carrying. That means everything I have here would be lost. And on the highest difficulty levels, which this is called Permadeath, if you die, you lose everything, including your save game. So death is permanent. And it had taken me a very long time to actually dare playing this difficulty. And it's all because I found out there was only 2 achievements in the game I didn't have. And one was on survival, so I played that and got it. And then people started trying to mock me to actually try Permadeath as well. And I kind of took the challenge. Right now there's a storm and I'm far away from my ship. What do I do? Well, I do what I call mole mode. Go underground. Because the underground and caves will always protect you. I still want to farm this. So survival is knowing all the little tricks there is. Now I got that build I needed. So I'm actually running way over my normal end time, but I wanted to get this done. I don't like to have something hanging. I wouldn't. I don't have one anymore. No, it's worse. It's my dog, which will be mad. She has been poking her head in a couple of times. Are you ready? We normally go out and she have a wee, or well, that's normally what she needs, and then we play a little bit of ball in the garden. And it's pitch black because I live in the countryside, so there's no light outside. It's dark. It's very dark. I need to go somewhere where there is a space station. That would be that. No, I'm so lucky that I have no really responsibilities in that direction. So I can play as I want if it comes to that. But I must admit, I'm starting getting a little bit tired. So I'll go to the space station and then no, I have a border collie, and she is very, very headstrong. So if it takes too long, she will come in to the room and chuck a ball at me to tell me that we are supposed to play with a ball now. Now she's been quite busy herding the cats tonight. She sometimes have an idea that the cats are the wrong place. Well, they are sometimes more smart than good is. So I will go here and then I will transport to my freighter, and that will be it for tonight. So I will say good night to everyone who has watched, and thank you for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow at 8 o'clock UK time, and feel free to come around and pester me as much as you want. I'm very happy to do chit chat and play and talk about whatever comes up. So I will say good night for tonight, and thank you for following as well. It really means a lot to me. So you're very welcome, and my schedule is on my Twitch page as well, but in general it's Sunday to Thursday, and from 8 o'clock UK time to around 1ish. It normally goes over a little bit, but it's more so I don't sit and start snoring suddenly. But thank you for watching, and take care out there, and hope to see you tomorrow again, or whenever you have the time and incitement to do so. Good night all, take care.